See, there is an entire interpretation of the Supreme Court judgment going here and there. Let us be very clear. Supreme Court has only tried here to protect the democracy, which was here at risk. It was the moment it came to the notice of the Supreme Court that things are going wrong, Supreme Court has pulled it up. Now, what the Supreme Court, the contention was that the ballot should be rendered as invalid and those kind of things.
Yes.
There are rules and laws. The Constitution provides for everything in line. You cannot go beyond the Constitution. The Supreme Court is very clear that in order to protect and uphold the Constitution, it has gone to Rule 73(2), and under that rules, the ballots can be rendered invalid only in 3 conditions. One, if the votes are cast for more than 2 candidates, if a mark is left identifying the voter, and if a mark is left on the ballot making it difficult to ascertain. So there are only 3 conditions given under the law that the ballots can be rendered invalid. Yeah. That is not the case here. Yes, so that is not the case here. That is why Supreme Court said that, listen, once the election has taken place, what now remains to be seen is who has the majority, and the majority party, after the recounting was done, was found to be a certain political party, and accordingly,
could the court not have ordered a re-election and a recount instead of saying that we are setting aside the result declared by the returning officer? We are declaring that these 8 votes were valid votes voted in favor of the AAP candidate. Could it not have set aside that declaration and said have a re-election and a recount?
No, like I said, to set aside the entire validity and declare the ballots as invalid for a re-election, there are only 3 conditions which were not fulfilled in this case.
Okay.
So that is why re-election, Supreme Court says there is no question of going back to re-elections. What needs to be focused on is recounting, which has been done. A majority has been found by an independent person, which has counted, and accordingly
the contention of Sumit Chander.
I am not a political analyst, but what I can say is wherever the democracy is at stake, as in this case, Supreme Court will intervene. So what we need to see is, at this stage, if the Supreme Court has intervened and it has given logical reasoning for that. So there is no point today going about how politically it is affected, good, bad, ugly. In either case, irrespective of which government, I think one thing that is clear is that under no circumstances can the very democracy be put at stake by any party whatsoever. That is what the Supreme Court says.